She's got the hoodoo. She's got the hoodoo. She's got the hoodoo. That little hoodoo woman, I believe she's gonna hoodoo the hoodoo man.
Hi, greetings. Greetings, everyone. Peace and blessings to the chat. Peace and blessings to all who are gracing me with their presence tonight. Let me know if you can hear me. You know what? I'm actually going to probably just disconnect this. Hey, Hudson, can you hear me? It's just always so weird as far as with the mic situation to me. I'm just doing a check, microphone check, 1 2 1 2. Okay, wait. All right. Let me know if y'all can hear me, please, and thank you. Okay, see, I have to look down at my phone because it's like a delay over here on StreamYard. For whatever reason, I was supposed to have this video out earlier this week. My apologies. Any and everything that could get in my way of posting this video did, okay? Even today, I'm trying to bring this information forward. It was crazy, like so much stuff was getting in the way, okay? But now we're here. Right? And tonight, I'm just gonna present something for you guys that I did as far as with Hoodoo. Excuse me. As far as with Hoodoo, the basics as far as protection, I did a poll. I'm very happy that the majority of the people voted for protection. I was hoping for prosperity, but you guys did protection. That's cool. I'm very, very, very relieved that it wasn't love, okay? I would have did it reluctantly anyway. So without further ado, I'm not going to keep you guys waiting too long. I'm just going to go ahead and get this whole presentation started for you. Feel free to like, subscribe, and share.
They call me the oracle. I'm about to make this historical. These questions you ask me rhetorical. Like who do I be? You know. I am the queen. I was supreme. You didn't know? What do you mean? Look, they call me the oracle. I'm about to make this historical. These questions you ask me rhetorical. Like who do I be? You know.
Hey guys, before I start this particular video, I just wanted to say I missed out the whole most important thing of all when I created this content for you guys. Grab your sage, okay? You want to light that sage, you want to work it from your crown all the way down to your feet. Okay, you want to do this before you go out into the universe, and you want to do it when you're coming back into your home. You want to protect yourself from all, bad things that could physically attack you, spiritually attack you. You want to have it protect you from things seen and unseen. You definitely want to do that. Do your saging, okay? You also want to smudge out and sage your house often. While it's not the most pleasant, you do have people who make sage with dragon's blood infused in it. I do love dragon's blood. Master Fundi Fee, www.masterfundifee.com. She does sell sage that she dips into dragon's blood. She infuses it. She has good dragon's blood sage as well. Or you can find it at your local West Indian markets and things of that nature. Definitely. With everything I'm getting ready, get into, keep your sage on hand, okay? You always want to sage out your space. You want to sage yourself, your children, your, significant other, your car. Do y'all know I keep a big ass sage stick in my car, in my trunk? Just in case I'm going to an area. Yes, I am that person. I'll go and grab my sage and sage it out, okay? But that's just me. All right, now let's get started. Happy, beautiful Saturday, everybody. Hope all is well. This is your girl, the Philly Bruja. Hey, y'all. Hey. First and foremost, my apologies for having to push this video back. And then I pushed it back again. Then I pushed it back again. I just wanted to make sure that I was free from interruption, and this week was pretty hectic for me as far as work is concerned. But nonetheless, now we're here. We are here. Okay. So hopefully you brought your pens and your paper and you're ready to take some notes. And how this will work is once I'm finished presenting this for you, if anybody want to hit the link, ask questions, you can do that. That's cool. If you want to type your questions, in the comment section, that's cool too. Okay. Hopefully when I do upload this will be the only portion that's pre-recorded, and I'll go live within the video, so to speak. So let me go ahead and give y'all a chance to grab your pens and papers, also your Bibles. Yes, you're gonna grab your Bibles. Okay, let me give y'all a minute. Go ahead. Okay, so yeah, I'm giving y'all a minute to go ahead and grab your pens and paper. I'm only giving you exactly 1 minute, okay? Because I already said to bring them with you for this really, I don't know how quick it's going to be for this class. So you got 40 seconds. Grab your pen and your paper. You're going to be taking notes, okay? Taking notes. 1 second. Oops. Okay. Ready? Are we ready? Hopefully we're ready, okay? Let me go ahead and continue this now, okay? Now, okay, we're back. I actually, while I was thinking about which ones I was gonna share, I took some notes and stuff. So there's a few terms that I wanted to get out the way. So, going forward in this video, you'll be able to, refer back to it and understand and know what I'm talking about. First things first, though, I want to discuss really quickly. A lot of people get Hoodoo and Voodoo and Vodoun confused. What I want to explain is that Hoodoo is not a religion. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that at one point it was considered it, and then it was banned or something like that. But to my knowledge and to information passed down to me, if you would like, you can refer back to my other videos. I did have my grandpa in a couple, and he was talking about throwing roots and talking about one of our family members by the name of Dr. Buzzard, who I've talked about in other videos. I never had the pleasure of meeting him myself. So, but you could refer back to that as well, as far as when it comes to hoodoo. Hoodoo is not a religion; it is a practice. It's a form of like I guess you could say folk magic, originating in Africa, of course, and then it was processed and sent over with our ancestors. You know, as far as with the slave trade, a lot of things were absorbed, and the beliefs were practiced um, across the board. You know, mainly in the southern areas, and this is mainly, even to this day, an oral tradition. You don't get too many people that's writing this stuff down. A lot of this stuff comes from generations passed down, passed down, passed down. And then, you know, sometimes as time go on, the new generations, they don't really bother with learning the traditions and things of that matter that's been in your family for generations. That's why you get a lot of us northerners who are sadly misinformed and mistaken when it comes to hoodoo. But hoodoo is not a religion, okay? All right? Hoodoo, aka root workers and things of that nature. Basically what we'll be doing is you're using things that is in your environment that you have already most of the time. And as you advance forward, these are things that you'll probably have on hand, like boom, ready. Because like people like myself, we actually grow our own herbs and things of that nature, and a lot of this stuff can be found in your kitchen or your supermarket. So no need to get all fancy with it, but we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll be using these elements along with the elements that's around us: fire, water, earth, air. Consider it like an ancestral form of alchemy. I hope you guys get that. You know what I mean? We're including the herbs, the mediumships, and the divination like all into one. And we'll be doing this without calling on deities, right? As I told you, hoodoo is not a religion; it is a practice, right? So there's no need to conjure up any kind of deities for this. I mean, you can tap on your ancestors, but those are not deities; those are ancestors, right? There's three parts, the most: root working, conjure, juju. You know what I mean? Like you could just pretty much put aside the stuff that they try to show you on Hollywood. I mean, in Hollywood, you know what I mean? Because that's a false misrepresentation most of the times of what this really is. You know what I mean? It's no different than, you know, the first lady, the mother of your church, laying hands. You know what I mean? Anointing you with oil. I don't think I'm going to do the oil video in this one. I'll do that for another video, but anointing you with oil and you participating willingly in these different rituals when you go to church, right? Don't get me started on getting the Holy Spirit. That's being mounted. It happens across the board. So, as a whole, you have the herbalism part, right? Like herbal medicines. This is what the plants and the roots and the grass and the weeds is for. I'm talking about your teas, your spiritual baths, your oils, your hexes. I talked about that in the last video with setting traps and tricks and shit, right? I did discuss that. And you got your teas, your soups, things that'll help you prevent illnesses and, you know, or help you get over an illness, things of that nature. And the next part is mediumship, which we won't be going into. That is something that I'm not sure if I'm comfortable sharing, you know, what goes into this. But as far as mediumship is the practice of communicating with spirits, as far as, you know, like family members who passed, who transcended, excuse me, or like getting messages to people who are here in this dimension from the other side. We won't get too much into that, not publicly anyway. I don't recommend that either. That's very draining on your energy and potentially dangerous. And then we have the divination part of this, and this is where I think this is where people get the whole tarot card thing confused with actual divination. Those are two separate different things. Divination here on this side of the world, I should say, the divination is for prophecy, prediction, foresight, and gain insight into situations. The tools that are mostly used is your Bible. Yes. So for all of y'all out there talking about it's Satan. Okay, well, your Bible is too, because we use that. We use it. It's what our ancestors used as well. It was practically forced. It was forced on them. Anyway, the Bible, a pendulum, and a set of bones or shells. Some people can read the shells. Bone readers, and reading bones, that's definitely something that's passed from generation to generation to generation. I personally haven't done it for anyone except for people in my family. 1 second, you guys. So, like, in a nutshell, like, root work was used for everything from healing, protection, love, and money. But of course, it gets a negative viewpoint, based on people's fear and what they don't understand. We, as a human race, we fear things that we don't understand instead of taking the time to actually understand it and moving forward from there. There's a lot of misinformation out there when it comes to hoodoo and how hoodoo and conjuring and that good juju. It's a lot of misconceptions, but we'll get into that. First, let me address this. Hoodoo is not, I repeat, it is not witchcraft. Now, while I do get a kiki and a laugh when I'm referred to as a witch, as we all know, bruja means witch, but in my culture, bruja is more than that. It's not a witch. It's a wise woman, someone who is educated in herbs and divinations and root work and things of that nature. It's more than just a quote unquote like a pagan witch kind of thing. But I entertain y'all and I laugh about it or whatever. I make jokes about it, and I'm not offended by it when I'm called that. So it doesn't really make a difference. But I am not. This is not witchcraft. I just want to make that clear. It's a lot of different propaganda that's been enforced throughout times through Christians, nonetheless, who needed to control and who needed to control the enslaved Africans here. You know what I mean? So the teachings of it was heavenly internalized. And outwardly people went to churches, and over time, it is and still is mainly an oral tradition that a lot of times is practiced in secret. You got very powerful hoodoo women right on your front pew at your church. You also got to remember, like, back in the day, a lot of people couldn't afford to go to doctors and things of that nature, so they would turn to their local healers, the healers in their community, you know what I mean, the conjurers, and a lot of times they didn't even trust the white doctors back then. They would go to their local healers and conjurers and things of that nature to help them with whatever was going on. They didn't have a lot of trust for them. We still don't have a lot of trust for them now, do we? Yeah, that vaccine's coming, huh? But yeah, I just wanted to get that out the way. It is not witchcraft whatsoever. It's not even related to Wiccan and things of that nature at all. Okay. So before we get into these spells, as far as tricks or tips or whatever, as far as protection, I just want to reiterate that root work is not a religion, you guys. It is a practice. Okay. Usually it's inherited by, your birth line. People are born into this, or some usually are drawn to practice it. It's usually because of a family member. If you're drawn to this, if you look down your lineage, I'm pretty sure you have some in there, and they are pushing you to carry on the traditions. Now, I also want to reiterate that anyone can practice hoodoo, quote unquote, around anyone. I want you to be mindful. This is a practice that are descendants from African enslaved people in the U.S., okay? So be mindful. What may work for me may not work for you. Depending on your DNA makeup, okay? You definitely have to have a spiritual connection. I mean, this is required, okay? It's required. You got to remember, like, even when, they had European slaves and African slaves, they were still segregated. They didn't socialize. So I want you to proceed with caution, okay? If you are of European descent, I'm not saying you can't practice it. I just don't know if it'll work for you. Maybe it will. Maybe somewhere down in the roots of your DNA. You know what I mean? There's something there that you can tap in and allow things to work for you. Okay? All right. So I just wanted to take this time real quick just to give you like a little background, kind of debunking a couple of things, and or understanding the origin of root work. And I really do feel that we've done a disservice as far as when it comes to embracing our culture and traditions. But as anything, I implore you to educate yourself before you pass judgment and make these like crazy ass assumptions and comments, man. It's crazy. All right. And so I'm sure I've babbled on for about 15 minutes. I just wanted to clear the air on that. Get your pens, your pens and your paper. And let's write down a couple things because I'll be referring to them. Okay, so the first term we have is anointing, a term used to describe rubbing a conditioning oil on an individual. It is sometimes used interchangeably with dressing. That is very true. Also, I want you to think about the oil that they put on your head, the anointing oil, okay? It is used in root work as well. And then we have blessing. That's a type of, blessings and blessings and prayer and all that stuff it's still like a spell. It's intended to spiritually cleanse a person, place, or thing. And you're going to be infusing it with positive energy of the divine. And, to help you with all your hopes and your dreams and things of that nature. And then we have the botanic, okay? It's a retail store that sells spiritual goods such as herbs, oils, stationery, whatever, that kind of thing. Let me tell you about how I feel with this. And I've spoke about this several times. Only go to them if you have to, okay? Only if you have to. I personally think they're full of shit. A lot of the herbs and things that you can use, either you can grow them yourself or your market has them. I wouldn't tell you you have to go to a botanica. Also, just really quickly, I advise against buying dress candles, especially from places like this, because I would prefer you to dress your own candles and make your own oils, because that person is infusing their energy. You have no clue what that person was doing last night, that morning, or whatever, and then they got their hands all over your shit and selling it to you all dressed up cute with some glitter and some herbs, okay? I prefer that you make them yourself. That's how I feel about botanicals. So you can write that down. The Philly Bruja does not advise going to botanicals. Go to your local markets, preferably like a West Indian market or a Spanish market. Boom, you got everything you need there, okay? Everything is right there. Also, we have the term budding. I use flipping actually for this, but it's the same thing. Hey guys, just really, really, really quickly, I just wanted to have a slight caveat for this particular part. It's not that I don't like botanicas, right? Hold on a second. Whoops. It's not that I don't like botanicas, right? I just find that a lot of times when you go to botanica shops, specifically like the Hispanic ones, yeah, they actually do a lot of shady things with the candles and stuff like that. They'll actually mess around with the wick at the bottom of it, like the silver part. Hold on one second, I'll get one and I'll show you. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I'm back real quickly. If you can see this, here's the camera. Okay, right here, they'll actually manipulate this at the bottom, so that way the candle can burn black. So that way when you get your candle home, you know what I mean, ones that possibly they dressed or whatever the case may be, you take these candles home, right? And then whatever it is that you're using it for, you go, you light it, and you do your 7 days, 5 to 7 days. The majority of them from those particular places don't even last 7 days. And what happens is they rig them so they can either crack from the heat and the moisture, or it'll blaze all black, right? And then if you see that it's blazing all black, you know what I mean? Especially if you're in that mind state, you're gonna think that someone did something to you. You know what I'm saying? They fuck with you. They want your money and they try to steal your money. Okay. The best thing I can say is when you are looking to purchase candles, definitely go to your markets. Okay. I just wanted to stop that video just really quickly so y'all can see this. They mess with this right there, and then they'll manipulate the air and things of that nature that's inside of here to actually make the candle burn black or make it bust. So you get it all home, right? Yes. Not all the time now. There is some spiritual reasons why a candle could go black, but I'm saying the majority of them that you get from the botanicas and stuff, the ones that are dressed and things of that nature, yeah, if you go in there like, hey, I'm looking for a candle for love, you know what I mean? They'll sell you, the candle for love, and it'll be candles that they rigged. So, let's say you get it on a Friday, you do your candle, you're coming back on, sometime the next week, and you bringing them back like, look at this, it's all black. Why is it all black? And they're gonna say, oh, mommy, damn it, it's somebody got a hex on you, somebody got a curse on you, it's going to cost you XYZ to get rid of it. That's bullshit. They rig them. So I do not advise, I don't advise you guys to get them dressed in things of that nature from the botanica shops. Okay, that's just a quick example. Now let me go ahead and put this back on my altar. Hey, Moody. Yeah, get these from your markets, or even your Hispanic or Caribbean markets in your area if you have them. Get them from there. When you're picking them out, you want to make sure that this is in the middle exactly. You want to check it for air pockets and things of that nature, because that can also make it burn black. Sometimes, like this one, I didn't notice this. This has an extremely large air pocket in it, but see, I'm aware of that, so I know that it has the possibility of kind of getting black or whatever. But they actually rig them so they can get your money. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish. Let the video play out. If anything else come up, I'll definitely stop it and address it. Okay. All righty. Yeah, baby. Thing. It's a term used in candle magic to describe the act of cutting the tip of the candle, turning it upside down, and digging a new tip out the bottom. And symbolically, it's like to reverse people, conditions, depending on what color it is. You can carve words on it, etc. It's like a reversal, which I call flipping. This thing is killing me. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. Where's it going? Okay, hold on. Then we have conditioning oil. Same thing what I talked about earlier. It's a term used to describe oils which have been designed to address specific issues to bring about a specific condition. Examples is cast off evil oil, follow me boy oil, and money drawing oil. And another one, what is it? The come to me oil, y'all. I was asked to try an oil out before I endorsed it. Well, I was asked to endorse come to me oil, and I'm like, I can't endorse it unless I try it. You know what I mean? I gotta try it first and see what happens. And that's what you're gonna learn as far as what Hoodoo is concerned. You're gonna be the test subject a lot of times, okay? You're definitely gonna be testing yourself. You're gonna have some trials, some errors, some good, some bad, some smackback, some kickback, and then sometimes, most of the time, it'll go perfectly smooth. I tried this come to me oil, the exact opposite happened. Okay. I became fucking invisible. Like nobody could see me. And I'm like, before, not to toot my own horn, but I could walk in the room and grab attention, and stuff like that. I put this oil on. I tried it for like 7 days. Nothing. Nothing. Not a look. Not anything. Nothing. And this comes from like prior to people would just walk up to me. I'm talking about men and women, and smile and have conversations. I became completely invisible. So, yeah, that was a conditioning oil that did not work. Not for me, anyway. It was fun, though, to get rid of that. I really did feel invisible. So we got your crossroads, right? What is the crossroads? You're going to need to write this down because you're going to be using this perhaps in one of the spells I'm going to be giving you for protection. The crossroads is a place where two roads connect, forming an X. Crossroads are places of spiritual power, where magical items are often disposed of and ritual pacts are formed. Okay? See you at the crossroads. Yeah, that's the thing. Then we got your curses, i.e., your hex or your jinx. I wrote all of this shit down, y'all. So y'all gotta bear with me, okay? I wanted to make sure I try to hit everything for y'all. That's the type of spell that's intended to bring harm to an individual in some form of, a variety of reasons. Punishment, teach a lesson, sometimes even death, man. Some people crazy. I know y'all seen me joke about hemlock tea, but I'm serious. People really has used that for some wicked shit. If you get your hand on the right root worker or conjurer, you could pay them to do any, they don't have no fucks. They don't care. As long as you got the money, they'll take care of it for you. I wouldn't suggest that. Again, talking about the divination part about it again, it's a process of gaining information about the past, present, and future. People do use playing cards too. Like I told y'all, the bones. I don't want to be confused with tarot readings, but cards can also be used. Playing cards too. And also utilizing your own, psychic abilities, your own intuition. A lot of us, we have that. And if we learn to trust that, you know what I mean? We all would be better off. How many times have you been like, oh, I'm so glad I followed my gut. I'm so glad I did X, Y, Z, or I'm so glad this didn't happen. I'm so, you followed your intuition and your gut, That's a form of divination. That's your intuition. Go with that shit. Another term I've used was dressing. That term is referred to like rubbing in oil on an inanimate, on an object, such as like a candle or your mojo bag or a talisman. It's interchangeable. You can use it in anointing as well. I mean, in your baths, your cleansing baths, etc., etc. Feeding, okay. The act of dressing a mojo bag with oil or your lotus stone with oil. Even if you have your spiritual dolls, you have to feed them. We won't get into spiritual dolls this go around. I did a video on it. I even actually showed mine. Mine was done for me and as a gift from my nephew down south. So, yeah. Maybe I'll get into it if you're interested as far as what the spirit dolls go. But yeah, you have to feed that, okay? Also, if you hear people refer to hand, usually it's in reference to mojo bags. I'm about to get into what that is now. Oops. You got your honey jars. Oh, you guys love the jars. I didn't even know I wrote this down. Okay. I know you guys love the jars. Jars. Okay. Honey jars. They are used for like spell work. Okay. I mean, love work, spell work, sweeteners. Just real quick. This is a jar. This is actually something in here. Okay. You don't have to have them. You don't have to have them super big and things of that nature. This is actually not a honey jar. This is a freezer spell jar. Okay. This will never be defrosted. Yeah, I probably won't defrost this at all. But you don't have to use the big jars for this particular work. Honey jars, things of that nature. A small one is fine. You know, I don't see why people go really big and all extravagant. You really don't need to have it all big and extravagant all the time. Okay. All right. See, I'm going to go ahead and let the video play out. I'm still watching the comments. Using them in conjunction with candles is designed to manipulate energy in your favor. And that's as far as business, love, court cases, anything you could think of. Anything you really want to go your way. I think a lot of people make a mistake and think you're one and done when it comes to honey jars. It's not it. You got to continuously, hit the work. And what I mean by hitting it, we'll get into that. Usually it's going back, shaking it up, seeing what's going on. This is for your honey jars, not, the freezer ones or anything like that. You want to hit it and make sure everything is still going the way it should be. I think I talked about, I did talk about hot foot powder, didn't I? Hot footing. I talked about that in the last video, I think. It's a type of ritual intended to drive a person such as an enemy or some other troublesome person away. It is synonymous with banishing and other magical traditions. Okay. I did discuss this in the last video. If you watched it, I was doing a review for the movie Spells. I talked about that in there. Also, I just want to let it be known that when I'm referring to spell, quote unquote spell, I'm talking about job, quote unquote job. They are interchangeable. It is the same for me. Okay. And just like you have in any other practice, you have people like I just spoke about. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know y'all couldn't see it. Let me just show you really quick. Can you see me? Let me know if you can see me. Let me know if y'all can hear me and see me. Yeah. I'm telling you, anything that I could find to anything that could possibly mess up with me actually trying to push this video out to y'all has happened. Okay, so just let me know if you can see me and hear me real quick. Still no, Hudson, you can't see my camera at all? This is weird. What's on the screen? Hold on, let me see. I can hear when I see. Let me see what's going on here. Okay, now you can see me. We good? It's like a delay, and you can hear me, right? What I showed, I had spoke on the jars, right? This is. Oh, I hate the way this camera is. Okay, this is a jar. Okay, when you're doing honey jars and things of that nature, they don't need to be super big. I mean, you can if you want to go big and go hard, that's fine. But this kind of size right here is fine for that kind of work. This particular one is a freezer spell. This is actually the essence of Said persons. No, this is a person. Okay. All right. So it don't have to be super super big. It can be small, right? The thing is, it's all about your intent, you guys. Don't forget, it's all about your intent. I did not touch on the topic of freezer spells this time. Okay, good. Thank you. I'm glad the sounds better. Okay, I actually took the mic out. I'm not sure what the hell is going on here, but yeah, this one is a freeze. I'm showing this just so you can see the size. You don't need something huge. You know what I mean? So yeah, this will work. This one is the freezer spell. This one was done. I'm not gonna say what this one is done for, but it wasn't love. All right. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and let the video play out. I'm glad that you guys can hear me now. Cool. About who you can pay them and they'll fuck somebody up, no problem. And then you have people like myself, which is, write this down, lady hearted. That is a root worker or spiritual practitioner who is morally opposed to bringing harm to another individual or animal through the use of spells or man. Now, I put that in quotes as far as myself because I do and I will utilize respectfully animals as far as like your chicken or your goat when it comes to my religious practice, okay, which is completely different from hoodoo. Like I told you earlier, hoodoo is not a religion; it is a practice. It is different from what I'm initiated into. I told you guys from the beginning, I practice Santeria, and I'm also well versed in Vodoun. So yeah, lady hearted with a quote. When you hear that, you're usually not going to be able to pay that person or anything like that to do anything morally wrong with folks. You mean to do anything morally wrong to people. And that also goes for whenever they're doing divinations and things of that nature. If you ever had a reading by me, you know I got rules in place where you're not going to have me tiptoeing into somebody's, space and energy who has not allowed me, that permission to do that. I just don't do that. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I know a lot of people who I reference, like, can you tell me what my man and his side chick is doing and what is she? I'm like, Paul, time out. This is what we're not gonna do. If you watch my videos before, I really do. I don't like that. The love readings and the love work and look at my video, Blue Eyes Read on Buying We Boogie. Like I think my husband was in that one too. Yeah, yeah. I say let things happen naturally, but you ain't gonna listen anyway. So also another term that is good to know is loading. Loading is also kind of like dressing as well, because you're loading the candle. You're digging a small hole at the bottom of the candle. You're introducing herbs, personal concerns as far as writing on it, oils, powders, putting all of that in there. Then you're resealing the hole and you're lighting the candle. Okay, that's what I mean by when you see the dress candles and things of that nature. I really want y'all to do that for yourself. I don't want anybody else to put their own off into it. I'd rather you harness your own energy and powders and put it into it. We got your mojo bags. You'll see that a lot. It's like a talisman, y'all. It's like a little small flannel drawstring bag. It's containing anything from like bones, like chicken bones, vegetables, now like crystals and all kinds of minerals. I mean, it all has some kind of meaning behind it. It's believed to extract or dispel certain influences. Like you'll have mojo bags to bring you luck. You'll have mojo bags to prevent bad things from happening. Mojo bags for protection. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get into the creating a mojo bag, but we'll get there. And I'll give you a simple one on how you can create your first one. It's not that hard. It's not, and you're making it for yourself, so you don't have to really worry about putting anybody else in danger. Also, you have a part what's the best word I can call this? Sometimes in Hoodoo, things are called for. We're not going to do that. I'm not giving out anything that has to do that you'll need to do this. As far as like using a person's hair, blood, semen, clothing, the signature, or photograph, we won't be touching on that topic for the public at all. Okay, but that's quote unquote personal concerns, meaning give me something from that person so I can work it. That kind of thing. I won't be discussing it publicly. So next. Then we also got your goofish dust and your hot foot powder. Remember I referred to that last video, and I think I talked about it in this one. There's a term for that. It's called poison through the feet. It's a term that describes when a person has walked over or stepped through the powders, okay, that has been laid down in their path with purpose, affecting them in a negative way. Poison through the feet. I also won't be giving you directions on how to do that neither. Not publicly. But hang in there. We going to get to the actual work in a minute. Then you got your readers, your root workers. Reader, quote unquote, is referring to your root workers, your spiritual practitioners, and your psychically gifted folks. And it's also a term that we use as runs. If I've had personal consultations with you, or some you might have heard me refer to this, it's usually when you're doing candle work, and it's referring to when you're lighting a new candle for the same intention over and over until satisfactory results are achieved, which is why I don't understand why people use the candles for love work, because you got to continuously keep that joint lit. I mean, if you're using it to bind somebody anyway, could you imagine that? I mean, I personally have candles lit in my house 24/7 for other reasons, but for a regular everyday person, shit, it's too much work. And we got my favorite term, throw. Don't you? Did somebody throw at you or somebody threw at me? Throwing. It's a term that refers to throwing down powders. Where a person, again, hot for powder, your goofers, dust, things of that nature. Someone quote unquote hexing you, sending you bad juju. That's throwing. You got your two-headed doctor, which I would fit into that category. A root worker, a spiritual practitioner who is also a reader. I'm currently not taking appointments for readings now. I haven't since I got pregnant with Chunk, and I still don't have my energy up to that level, because when I do my readings, I'm essentially channeling a lot of times, and it takes a lot of energy out of me. The cards that I use, and I have several different decks, are just tools. A lot of times in my head, in my spirit, it's like a Picasso, and what I want is a Mona Lisa. You know what I mean? And the cards will help. Especially, I have a particular deck. My favorite one is the Voodoo Hoodoo deck. That one helps me to paint the Mona Lisa, where you can see perfectly the vision that I'm seeing as well. But yeah, that's what a two-headed doctor is. Someone who specializes in all areas. Also, I want you to be very mindful that, again, the laws of the universe is still applicable here, okay? What goes around comes around. All right? Or quote unquote karma. All right? You got to remember, for good or ill, whatever is done to another person will be done to you as well. Again, grab your Bibles. I'm going to give you a couple of scriptures that refers to quote unquote. You got your Proverbs 26:27, Galatians 6:7, Matthew 26 and 26:52. You may have heard it before in school, or for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. As we have seen, this is not only true for our actions, but our thoughts as well. Keep that in mind, okay? When you go throwing at somebody or throwing somebody's ass in the jar, keep that in mind. There are repercussions that will be followed, okay? What comes around goes around. You know what I mean? You have to be prepared for for it potentially hitting your ass back, and not in the same way that you might have thrown it out. But the way the universe works is what goes around comes around. It does, okay? For every person I have in the jar, I don't think I haven't paid the price what for whatever reason they're in that damn jar, or things of that nature. I was willing to pay that price. Are you? Think about that before you go fucking around with that, throwing at someone else. Today we're focusing on ourselves, though. We're not focusing on hurting others or doing work for others. We are focusing on ourselves. Protection, right? Getting there. Now I'm saying all of this to say, I don't think it is not done. People do negative spells all the time. You know what I mean? Even if evil eye, you know what I mean? Somebody could be throwing it at you and don't even know it. But I just want you to make sure that before you knowingly do this, you need to determine if it's actually justified. Is it justified? I mean, it's up for you to determine. I mean, what may be justified to me may not be justified to you, and vice versa. Okay? Be careful with that. Be careful. Okay, lastly, before we get into the spells, again, once I finish with this audio, I'll be dropping the link, and you guys can come up if you want to, and I'll just hold you on the back until I'm finished, and then boom, I'm gonna turn this camera on, and we can talk and discuss it. Okay? Oh, the little one looked like he's trying to wake up. Okay, let me try to speed this up a bit. Hi, Chonk. Hi, Pooh. Are you up, or down? 1 second. Be right back, y'all. Okay. What you dwell on inwardly, you manifest outwardly. I cannot say that enough. Whatever is going on inside you, you will manifest it, okay? If you are sad and sick and inside, you're not in a good place, this is going to project outwardly, okay? Your mind and your desire has the ability to manifest anything that you dwell on, things of that nature. If you tell yourself that you're sick, and you're not going to get better, right? That's all about, I think that the secret actually touch on that as well. Like, if you believe that you're not worthy of love, then you'll never find it. Like, that kind of thing. Oh boy. Hi, Chunk. Hi, Chunk. Okay, hold on, you guys. Let me put this on pause a second. The boss is up. But yeah, again, this is why this is why I haven't started my readings back up again. Not only, do I still have a career and I'm raising a little one now. My other ones are grown, basically. This is why I often tell people to cleanse. You want to cleanse yourself of evil thoughts, words, and deeds. Okay? Think positive, and positive things will manifest in your life. I promise you. If you truly believe it, it will manifest. You're making me nervous, little one. Yes. Think positive, and positive will flow, positivity will flow through you outwardly, and that'll become your environment as well. Right, John? Yeah. He says yeah. He's shaking and say yeah. All right, let's move on to the spells for protection, okay? As with any spells, you want to start with your Psalms 91. You will not fear the terror of night, nor the arrow that flies by day, for he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. Psalms 91. Yes, the Bruja is reading from the Bible. I keep telling y'all, I don't know why people they get into the spirituality and things and start trying to find themselves and delving into different sciences and things in that nature, and they're ready to throw it out, throw the Bible out or burn it. I'm like, hey, pause, pump your brakes. You don't need that thing, okay? Especially if you continue on, who knows what path you might take, but don't do that. And I always say, be respectful to other religions. You don't have to be degrading to other people's religions to still hold your beliefs, okay? So safety is always a priority across the board, regardless of where you live, right? A lot of times the dangers that we face is physical and it can threaten our lives. Other times it's danger that's spiritual. They say God protects fools and babies. A lot of times we didn't even know that our asses was in trouble. You know what I mean? We're covered in protection. When it comes to spiritual danger, it can start from the inside of you on out, and crippling your whole life spiritually. So these protection spells are basic ones to keep you physically, mentally, and spiritually protected, and it helps to keep out negative. Also, you want to use it in your space that you're in, for the most part of your day or your life, for instance. Like I was saying, you want to make sure that your space that you're in is genuinely healthy and it uplifts you, right? You want to perform these kind of things in your home as well. You want something to make sure your environment is calming, healing as well. I also want to just put an emphasis on because of the way society is today. You got a lot of people who likes to see like seeing is believing kind of thing. They're like the same people. Hey guys, this is actually what I talked about earlier in the beginning of the video. One of the main things that I forgot to actually put in the audio that I'm playing for you guys was simply this. Give me 1 second. Let me see here. Okay, I had to change locations. Your sage. Yeah, your trusty sage, okay? You wanna bust yourself from the crown down to your feet, okay? Before you go out for your day, whatever you have to do during the day while you're outside. I even sage my car. You sage your home. I start at the garage part, and then I work my way up through the basement, so on and so on and so on. Can y'all see me this time? Because last time y'all couldn't see me. Let me know. Or maybe I should get where's my phones? Let me look at my phones. And let's see. I forgot the main ingredient to this. The main ingredient, you want to always keep this on hand. I keep this on hand. Like I said in the beginning, I even keep a huge stick like that big in my trunk in case I need to, set it off in a space where I'm not feeling the vibe. You know what I'm saying? Too bad I can't sage these YouTube streets because y'all tripping. I need to sage the YouTube streets. Everybody is tripping and losing their goddamn mind. This evil energy is just jumping. Anywho, this video is coming to the close. You're gonna get your spells, have your pen and your paper ready. You can also always hit me up in the comments or DM me on IG. I know I'm not really good at accepting folks because that's my personal one. My daughter, she's She's supposed to be doing a public one for the YouTube stuff, but she has yet to do it. Not her fault. It's probably mine. So yeah, that's the one thing I was talking about. You got your sage. Oh, and this is one of the other things you might hear us talk about sometimes. The coffin. You can use this for certain things, and you bury it away from your house, obviously. Preferably at a crossroads. But that's not something that I'm gonna be giving out here for the public, okay? Because you got other folks who come in and they don't handle business up in our business, okay? All right, let me go ahead and finish with the video. Right, John? Say yes. All right. Who don't believe in things like this, but still believe in faith. I mean, can you see faith? You can't see faith. You have to believe in faith, right? We walk by faith, not by sight. Same rules apply, y'all. Some of us were spiritually gifted and alert, and we can sense certain things around us. Hey, Pisces. We can sense certain things in spirit around us, but for the most part, a lot of people are just blissfully unaware. Okay, they're unaware of the threats posed by these entities. Some of y'all like invite the shit in because you're blissfully ignorant. Okay, these could impact your life, the quality of your life, in all kinds of physical ways. Okay, so it's important to protect yourself. Period. Okay, especially when you're practicing hoodoo. You have to acknowledge the presence of these entities and spirits in every step of this journey. I'm touching on some very light, basic work here, some cute little tips for beginners. Hey, step it back. I'm sorry, y'all, this chunk. He's in his crawling phase. He's actually trying to walk. I can't believe it. He's almost 9 months and he's trying to walk. Where was I? Hold on. Just the fact, each part of your journey, spirits that are around you, they will become aware that you know that they're there. Okay. So just be mindful and continue to have your protection things in place. Hi, Stank. Okay. Y'all gotta work with me here. I'm gonna try to make this video less than 50 minutes, okay? Forgive me if you hear a chunk in the background. He got up. Wow, I would love to tell you guys who are just beginning your journey. Oh my gosh, I just had this conversation last night with my little cousin. She's a baby spiritualist. She's just now finding her ashe, and she has so many questions, and I just wanted to reiterate this with you guys. As you're embarking on your journey and you're connecting with your inner self and your roots, and delving deep into your ancestry, things of that nature, a lot of people think that spirituality is beautiful and peaceful, and it's full of gentleness and holding and coddling. Well, we all know that that's not true. All of us who has transitioned through these different phases in our life, there's also shadow work that needs to be done. This is when you're confronting the bad in you, your bad intentions, your bad thoughts, your bad feelings, your trauma. Then you got you got energies who are around you, whose mission is simply to ruin lives across the board. I think we all know a couple people like that, even right here on YouTube. We have that. You're getting too close to the edge, sir. One sec, y'all. These cleansing spells is also going to be good for people. I think Hudson, she buys antiques. Hey, you can refall. Let me hold on 1 second. Let me put him in his little plate. Hudson, I think Hudson, she buys antiques and stuff. I want you to be mindful of the energy and stuff that's surrounding the things that you buy and bring into your space and into your home. Hold on. You definitely want to perform a cleansing and protection on those things that you bring into your home, okay? Because it still has other people's energy on it. You don't know what it's connected to, basically. Then you also have like the negative influences that are basically on a person. It's like over them like a cloud. I'm sure y'all see that. You can see their energy, their aura is very dark, and usually it's a binding of sorts from evil, those type of things. So this is why protection rituals and protection spells are useful, especially for someone who actually does divination and someone who is on their spiritual journey. Because I tell people all the time, once you see, you can't unsee. Okay, you can't just jump into this and say, hey, boom, never mind, nah, I'm good. No, it doesn't work that way. And I'm talking about with hoodoo too. Okay, once you see, there is no unseen. That's it. You can stop doing the things that you've done, or opening up that quote unquote third eye, but you'll never be able to shut it down and go back to your ignorance again. Never. It doesn't work that way. Okay, so when you're opening and going through this journey, just know that But again, I'm doing light, fun work, you know, for protection. We're not invoking anything. We're not conjuring any kind of deities and entities, hopefully, right? let's try to get rid of some bad ones. All right. Okay. You okay? You all right, Pooh? You're looking at me like, what are you talking about, Mom? Now I know I can go on and on and on forever, right? Getting into all of that as far as with objects, environments, you know. My purpose of doing this video is not to cause you anxiety, right? It's to give you some tips and tricks. So, shall we get into it? Let's get into it, okay? Spell number 1. Boom. Simple, but very powerful. Yes, it's simple, but very powerful. It's called black salt powder, okay? What is the purpose? It is for protection of objects in your home, like your jewelry or even your area where you do your meditation, your ancestor altars, even where you cast your quote unquote spells. You can use it as protection spell for people too. Protection spells are commonly used in circles. In Hoodoo, drawing circles is a form of basic ritualistic practices. You can create the circle around whatever you're blessing, whatever you're cursing to, protecting or empowering with your spell, okay? It's no different in this situation, you know, and how you would use it as far as your objects or yourself. Today, we're focusing mainly on protection for yourself. All right, ready? Write this down. Here's what you need. You're going to need black pepper, of course. You're going to need charcoal, salt, and wood ash. You're going to put all these ingredients together, and you're going to put it in a mortar. I can show you an example of that. I'll try to put the example of it into the video as I upload, when I'm uploading this. I'll try to put that in here. Or you can just, you can use a bowl. Just make sure you crush it up very well together. You just want to make sure that everything mixes up smoothly and evenly. Okay, you want to empty the contents into the bowl and bless it with prayer. What are we using? Psalms 91. Say it with me, chunk. Psalms 91. Use the salt powder to make your circle around anything or any person you want to protect. That is including your children. All right? Okay. That is the first one for protection. It's very easy, very simple. So again, just to reiterate, your ingredients is black pepper, charcoal, salt, wood ash. You're going to be grinding all of this up, grinding them, and you're going to use the same movement as the clock hand. You want to go in clockwise position, okay? You want to ensure that everything mixes smoothly and evenly. You're going to be saying Psalms 91. You're going to empty the contents into the bowl. You're blessing it with your Psalms 91. You're using the salt powder to make circles around anything or any person you want to protect. Okay. I do suggest that people in the beginning use this for when you are doing your spell work. Okay. For protection, you want to create a circle around you, especially when you're doing no, I'm not going to talk about that kind of work. You want to do this when you're manifesting as well. You want to keep your space, your circle protected. For those who have single family homes, you can also create this and take it all the way around your home if you so choose to. Okay. That's that part. That's the first one. That is your black salt powder spell. Okay. Also, I've talked about powders and things of that nature previously. You okay, Pooh? Number 2 on the protection list, which is easy to do. These are all, fairly easy for beginners. We're keeping it light and we're keeping it cool, this go around. Again, I'll only be sharing things that I know you can't really mess up yourself or others with. Going forward, I don't know. Privately, maybe I'll do lessons as far as other things is concerned. Again, that will be after a divination to see if that's something I can do to help, special individuals, so to speak. The Be Gone Fire. Sorry, the Be Gone Fire. This little boy. The purpose of this one is to remove specific things that are no longer what you want in your life, and that is people and things as well. Stink. No. Now, with this one, before you do this one, I want you to just take a moment. I want you to sit down. I want you to think about something that has been bothering you lately. Concentrate on that singular thing, okay? Push everything else out. I want you to then form the words that accurately describe this thing, okay? When you are certain that you have it in your mind, you can begin this process, okay? You're going to need these items, which are your bay leaves, your lemongrass. Again, you can get this stuff from your local Whole Foods market, whatever. This is stuff that in time you'll have on hand anyway. Sir. Sir. 1 second, y'all. You want to get your bay leaves, your lemongrass. some peanut shells, and white onion skin. Okay. Now, you don't want to do this in the house. Okay, y'all. So hopefully you got a little bit of land, a little bit of something. Or take it to your park or your woods or whatever, and just do something a little, get a little private space or whatever, and take care of this one. But I wouldn't suggest this in the house though. You're gonna make a fire in an outside space. Okay. When you have the fire going, I want you to write on the bay leaf exactly what exactly which thing you want to banish from your life, whether person, um, physical problems, outside influences, things of that nature. You're gonna write it on each bay leaf, however many that you need to. Okay. Anything you want to banish out your life. It could be the one thing that you use in the beginning to concentrate on, or you can list, everything on different, leaves. You're going to write it on there. Just make sure for each thing you want to use a different bay leaf. You're going to pour all the bay leaves, all the ingredients into a bowl or a mortar, like I told you before. I'll upload a picture of what it is because I don't want to go downstairs. Well, maybe I can do it when. Hey guys, yeah, I didn't have it with me when I was doing this video, so I'll show you a basic one that I have that I use. Oh shit! Hold on, y'all. I got all my spell stuff like right here. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute now. I didn't want that in the video. Okay. Woo. Damn. My bad. You can put it. A mortar is like this, right? It's also a cauldron. It's mainly the one that I have downstairs is like a skillet material, that kind of thing. You can crush it in it real good, and it comes. I actually put a picture of it in here. Crush it with your with the pounder. You do it clockwise when you bring in the luck into you, the protection into you. When you're warding off evil, you're going to do it clockwise. Okay. Oh wow. I actually have the oil I was talking about. I'm going to do a whole nother video on how to make it for yourself. I would suggest that you make your own oils unless you know the person very well, where it's coming from. Okay. Clockwise. If you're bringing it into you clockwise, counterclockwise to banish. Yes. Yep. Okay. I'm going to put this in real quick. 1 second. I had to change locations, y'all. Okay, wait. Hold on. 1 second. Okay, here we go. All right. Put that back. And this video is actually almost over. I only did 5 spells, 5 basic ones for you to let it marinate and try without you really like messing up anything or conjuring anything up crazy. You know what I mean? So I'm keeping it real light and fluffy. Basic protection spells like Hoodoo 101. Okay. All right. So let me finish this. It'll be over soon. If I go live with this video, I'll go ahead and I'll just put it to the side and I'll show you in the video. We'll see how it goes. You're going to stir it counterclockwise because, when you're doing it clockwise, you're bringing it in. Counterclockwise, you're taking it out. Okay. You're going to repeat this 9 times. Send away forever. You're going to do that 9 times while you are mixing it counterclockwise. When you are finished, you're going to burn the mixture in the fire. Okay. Do not inhale the smoke, y'all. Don't inhale the smoke. When everything has burned down, let it cool and find somewhere far away to bury the ashes. Some people prefer to bury it at a crossroads. Okay. That's your choice. Just make sure you bury it away. Why away? Because you're pushing this shit out of your life. You don't want it to be like right there, okay? Because then, yeah, you see how that doesn't make sense, right? You're pushing it away. Some folks, like I said, prefer the crossroads. I personally would get rid of it at a crossroads. Sorry, I'm so tongue-tied. Let me get some water. 1 second. Let me grab something to drink real quick because I'm getting tongue-tied here. Again, like I said, do not inhale the smoke. When everything is burned down, let it cool. Find somewhere to put it far away to bury the ashes. We got number 3, hard day cleanse. Like for myself personally, I had an extremely hard week as far as my workload, my caseload this week. So yes, this one is to get rid of negative energy and exhaustion. Okay, our energy plays a role in enhancing our atmosphere everywhere. Okay, if you're having a rough day or a rough week, this one is good to wash off the remnants of that, okay? To get rid of your negative emotions, and it'll set you on a path to healing and restoration. These are the things you will need. Eucalyptus leaves, lemon pills, peppermint leaves. Oh my God, they smell so good. And rosemary and a white cheesecloth, okay? Again, you can get the stuff at your market. Seriously. All of these items should be fresh, y'all. All of them. You want to tie them all up with the white cheesecloth, okay? With this one, you're going to pour a hot bath, and you're going to put this cloth with the herbs in the hot water, almost like a teacup. Okay, picture your tub as a teacup. You're going to stir it counterclockwise because you are reversing the negative energy and exhaustion that you've been feeling forever long. You're going to inhale the steam that comes out from this activity and keep it. You're going to continuously do this. It's because I want you to run a hot bath, actually, y'all. Hot. You're going to do this until the water cools down enough for you to actually get in it. Okay. Remove the herbs from the cloth and set them aside for your so you can dispose of them later. Excuse me. You want to put yourself completely in the water for a few seconds. As you emerge, I want you to visualize a light filling you up on the inside and washing over you on the outside. Get out of the bath. Air dry yourself. Do not dry off with a towel. Let yourself air dry. Throw the remnants of this one, as I told you before, you want to throw it far away from your home. Okay, you do not want to keep it in your space. You are washing it off. You are getting rid of it. Okay. Okay, here we are with number 4. This is protection from evil. This is one of my favorites. This is one that I use since I was a kid, actually. Also, I just want to put a caveat in here. These are just some of the things that has worked for me, and some things that have been passed down to me orally through tradition. If at any time your particular spirit and your energy says to use something else, or maybe this part doesn't resonate with you but that part does, or you might want to substitute this or that, you can do that, because again, like I said, what may work for me may not work for you. You want to tell her this to you. So if anything I'm telling you, it doesn't sit right with you, or you want to add something or take something away, do that. You definitely want to go with your intuition and what your spirit is telling you, right? So this is one is the protection from evil. Okay. The purpose of this is to provide protection against spiritual or physical harm. Okay. And this is whether or not you practice hoodoo or not. Okay. Throughout your entire time on this dimension, there are going to be people who you meet in this life, right, who will immediately rub you the wrong fucking way. All right. Point blank, period. All the alarms in your body go off. I'm telling you, I've come across some people like that in real life. I stay away from them. I come across people like that even on these YouTube virtual streets. I stay away from them. And when I mean what I say. If I'm not feeling that person's energy, I'm not feeling them. Period. Like, I know that my body is not lying to me. I know my energy is not lying to me. It goes off in my system like a whole alarm. Okay, huge alarms going off like ding 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 ding. This motherfucker crazy. Ding 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 ding. This motherfucker is attached to an entity. It's like a whole alarm that goes off. Okay, basically, it's your entire spirit and your body giving you a heads up, like this person reeks of death. This person is dangerous. This person is a chaos agent. You need to take heed of that. But this particular spell, this one is designed to protect you from those kind of people who are like that. Those kind of people who have chaos energy attached. Those kind of people who are coming around to bring misfortune to you. You feel me? This is definitely something you want to do as a beginner. I actually should have started this off with this one first, because this is my favorite. Okay, you want to get a blue 7-day candle. Again, if you have to go to a botanica, okay, but if you can get to your West Indian market or your Spanish market, they have them there. I promise you. A blue 7-day candle. You want your camphor essential oil that can be bought at the market as well. Cloves, dried onions, and name paper. What is name paper? Some people get all fancy with it and get this cute little parchment paper and things of that nature. I'm old school. I grab a paper bag. I just grab a paper bag, rip it off, and that's what I'm writing on, and that's what I'm putting into the universe. I don't get all fancy like that. With root work, it's very dirty, which is why I don't do root work for money. Nope, because it could get dirty. It's not cute, and you don't have to be breaking the bank for this stuff. Okay, your 7-day candle shouldn't cost you no more than $2. Okay, and the rest of the stuff I'm talking about, your local market, shouldn't be that much at all. All right, you go to places and you get them to do this kind of stuff for you, and you're talking like hundreds of dollars. Stop it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to grind the cloves and the dried onions together. You're going to mix them all up, and you're going to put them to the side. Okay, next you're going to poke 3 holes at the top of the candle. Maybe I can actually demonstrate this one. I do have some candles. You're gonna poke 3 holes at the top of the candle. In the first hole, you're gonna pour pour 4 drops of the camphor essential oil in there. You want to try to put them down there deep too. In the other 2 holes, you're going to put a pinch of the dry herbs. Next, you're going to write the name of the person you want the spell to protect and place the paper underneath the candle. Underneath, y'all, not in it. Okay, we're not trying to burn up anything. not the house. So to speak, you're going to place it underneath it. Okay. You're going to pick a scripture of protection that you like. Again, like I said, I like Psalms 91. You're going to recite the scripture. As you're looking into the candle, the purpose of this is to center your thoughts and your intent. You're going to draw that energy you receive and direct it towards that person. You will experience, well, you should experience a sense of calm wash over you, and you should experience a sense of calm after you recite this. You're going to recite this. Me personally, I do it 3 times while I'm staring into the candle, the blue candle. You're also going to this is not a one and done. You're also going to repeat this every day. Do not blow your candles out. Don't blow them out. I personally leave them going. I would not suggest that to you, especially if you're not in an environment that that is good for candle work, because I don't want you to put anything on fire. Don't blow them out. Smudge them out. Okay. You can even put like a lid on it and let the candle go out by itself. Okay. You're gonna repeat this for the next for the next 7 days. Okay. That's easy. Chunk is shaking his head. Yes. No. That's really easy. That's really easy. I also use I use a black candle for that as well, reversing negative energy, reversing evil eye, reversing any kind of ill will intent. I use the same exact ingredients. I just, instead of using the blue, I use the black, depending on what I'm feeling. You know what I mean? Depending on how severe I think the situation is, I'll do a reversal for that using the same ingredients. Again, using Psalms. Okay, Psalms 91. Number 5 is like the shut your mouth spell. Okay. I personally, I'll give you an easy one. Instead of, I don't want you to go into the freeze the spells and stuff like that. Now, yeah, we'll get to that point. I still want to know I'm still thinking about if I should discuss that publicly or not. But this one is easy, okay? This one is performed. This one is performed to silence voices of people who have something evil and negative to say about you, right? You want to preserve your reputation. I call it the shut your mouth spell, or shut your mouth trick or work, okay? Like with the invention of the social media and internet and things of that nature, it is so quick. It is so easy for someone just to jump on, their form of social media, and it can destroy a person, right? The cancel culture is at an all-time high, okay? Audacity is at an all-time fucking high around this bitch. I posted it on my social media the other day. I was thinking about the spells for protection when I posted it. Audacity is all-time fucking high around here, for real. This spell actually helps to keep your name off of people's lips who has no, good feelings about you, who has ill intent for you, okay? It basically is used to silence gossip and rumor mongers, okay? When it comes to you. Boom. So, you're going to get dirt from the crossroads. The paper with your name on it. What did I tell you just previously? I don't use the fancy parchment paper and things of that nature. I use a paper brown bag, old school. I rip it up or cut it up, for whatever I'm petitioning, all right? Very old school, okay? Again, you're going to need the dirt from the crossroads, the paper with your name on it. You're going to use reversing oil, shut up oil, and stop gossiping oil. I am going to put in there I'm going to put in the description box how to make it, because I want you to make your own. I don't want you to buy that. You're going to get a silver dime, okay? You're going to get a string to tie the spell and sunflower seeds. I haven't used this in a very long time, okay? Because I use a different form for the shut your mouth stuff. I actually do use a jar, but I use it in a different way, from a honey jar, okay? You're going to write your name in bold on a piece of paper with the jagged edges. What I'm saying is, whatever piece of paper that you choose to rip up, you're going to write your name in there. You're going to pour 9 drops of your preferred oil on that paper. You're going to put the dime in there, the dirt from the crossroads, and the sunflower seeds. You're going to put that all into the paper, fold it up neatly, tie the string around it, and secure it. Hold it close to your lips and repeat these words 9 times. 9 times. I bind all that speak evil of me. You're going to say that 9 times. I bind all that speak evil of me. Again, even if you decide to do the candle work with the blue one or the black one, that's also good. You want to put that in there as well. You can say that as you're looking into your flame. I bind all that speak evil of me. That'll seal it. That'll put everything into place. Okay? Once you tie it up neatly and nicely, you can place it on your person. Just like you put your little crystals in your bag, you're going to put that in there too. You can put it in your pocketbook, your pocket, your bra. Just ensure that it's with you at all times, okay? I found that it worked for me when I had just got out of college, and I had some issues as far as when it came to employment, I wasn't getting along too much, with the management, that kind of thing. And I was young and new and intern and things of that nature. It worked well for me. Another one I like to just add in there really quick, really easy. Do the same thing, but instead of writing your name on the paper, you write that person's name on the paper, and you put "I bind all that speak evil to me." You say it 9 times. This is just a quick bonus one. This is the one that I used in that particular time. Put that person's name on there, and you put it in your left shoe. So every time you're around that person, if they come near you or things of that nature, you can just stomp your foot, the left foot, and kind of like ground it in. It's crazy because I've actually seen it work. Okay. It's so crazy, but it works. Okay. You grind it in, do everything I just told you, but then put that person's name on it. And instead of putting it in your pocket or safely secured on your person, you put it on under your foot, in your shoe, your left shoe. Okay. So hopefully if you got questions and stuff like that, I think by now I have probably put the link in here several times or whatever. You can come up and ask your questions, any kind of clarifications that you need. If not, I want you to enjoy your Saturday, you guys. Be mindful of the energy you're taking in. Be mindful of what you're associating yourself with and partaking in, throughout these YouTube streets and in real life, okay? It's very important, especially right now with all that's going on, that you can maintain peace and protection and a sense of calmness, in your real life, okay? All right, you guys, if no one has any questions or hitting the link or anything, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end this. You have a beautiful Saturday, my babies, okay? Have a beautiful, beautiful Saturday. Having a beautiful, beautiful Sunday as well. Have an amazing weekend, my babies, okay? What do we say, Chunk? One day I'm going to get Chunk to say toodles. Say toodles, toodles, toodles. Toodles and toodles and everything else like that. Black Lives Matters or not. All right, y'all. If you stuck around to the end of this, God bless you. Because I ain't mean for it to be this long, but it is what it is, all right? So, yeah. Toodles. Toodles!
I don't like you. I don't like your energy. Stay away, demon. I don't like you. I don't like your energy. Stay away, demon.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Hey, Hudson. Hi, baby. How are you?
How are you?
Say hi.
Thank you for doing this video. Hold on 1 second. Hey, boo. That was my mother. Sorry about that. What was I gonna say?
Wait a minute. Hold on. I don't want that in the shot, but it's like, okay, here we go. Cousin?
Yeah.
I can hear you. What's going on? Any questions?
I just wanted to clarify because I keep forgetting. There's things I forget, like blowing on my sage. I gotta stop myself from doing that. I don't know why I do it. It's just like you just feel like you want to do it.
Or feather it. Yes, fan or feather. Fan or feather.
And I have to remember to take off the tags and stuff of the things I buy, especially the candles, like the barcodes and stuff like that.
Yes.
So like
and
especially put that out there.
Because you buy antiques.
That too, yeah. So usually
we talk about that on the phone. So yeah.
I keep it in my garage. First of all, I'm mindful when I go in, even with the stuff that's brand new, because people do touch it and people do make it, and people are in the store looking at stuff. Because sometimes I get my candles from Walmart, and people are touchy feely. They're picking up stuff, putting it down.
You can get it from the dollar store. The dollar store is fine too, as long as you come home and you cleanse it and stuff like that. Boom, there you go.
I like to cleanse it. I like to use the smoke, and I put salt water in a spray bottle. I don't know where I got that from, but something in my mind must have been an ancestor. It was like put some salt water in a spray bottle, and like that's a quick little cleanse down real quick. But if I feel like something's funny style, then I just don't even mess with it.
The one thing I didn't mention in the video when I was doing the audio for this was you don't have to use black salt. You can use sea salt too. I forgot your regular sea salt. Your grinder, grind it up in a circle. You can use that too. I forgot to put that in there, but you don't have to get all fancy with it and do the charcoal and all that stuff and make your own black salt. But you can sea salt. Sea salt works just fine. It's a natural element of the earth.
I love salt. I put salt and everything. I asked another question. I can't remember what it was.
Better
Oh
think about it.
no,
I've been on.
no.
I've been on this thing. I didn't know the video was that damn long. Oh my god. I had a
No,
lot.
it's good.
I had a lot to say. I had a whole conversation with my husband and stuff like that. I'm like, I got to get back to my regular content.
Definitely, we all do. We all
Yeah,
do. But can
yeah.
you just run us down a list of the things, like the everyday things that you would suggest cleansing, like on your day to day?
Yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's number one. The basic most important thing is staging yourself before you go out into the world, into the environment. I know before COVID hit and stuff like that, when I was down in the city all the time, I would sage myself from my crown down to my feet and start my day. And then when I would come back in, I would do it as well, just to wash it away. Going into the world, I would do it circles, clockwise, endwise. You know what I'm saying? Inside.
Mm-hmm.
When I come in, I would do it in reverse. This kind of stuff, when you get into the whole motion of it, it becomes so normal to you. It's like it's so normal that you just do it, where it's like making a cup of coffee or tea in the morning. You get up, you wake up. I know me personally, I have to have one cup of coffee a day, and then I drink tea throughout the day. So just like that is normal to me, it is normal to sage myself. It is normal for me to do my ancestor altar every week. I try
Mm-hmm.
every week. I'm not going to front. I try to. I'm not going to
Me too.
front.
I was looking at mine today. I was like, I need to wipe it down, take everything down, and dust it. And
Girl,
I'm like, I'm sorry, Nana. I'm so sorry.
it be looking kind of dusty, and being married to a spiritual person, he like, sis, that dusty. What you gonna do? He like, you doing this, that, and the other. What are you gonna do about this? It's dusty. He called me on my shit. So
Mhm. You know
that's
what? The
one
cup
of
of water on the altar makes the biggest difference. I noticed, like, if I don't like freshen the water or the water's getting low, like
the.
my whole life will be off until I refresh that water. So that's like my most important thing.
Let me ask a question
Yeah.
for your altar, right? You have the ancestor altar.
Yes.
Do you put liquor on there? Because I don't put liquor on mine.
I did before when I was in my other apartment because my grandfather was a drinker, like he liked to drink, so I would put a little nip on there.
Mm-hmm.
But my grandmothers absolutely do not drink. So now that I put them both together in this place, I don't put alcohol on there. I put other vices like like coffee and things like
Yeah.
that they like.
Okay. Well, that helps me out as far as my mind frame when it comes to that. From when I constructed my altar, I just didn't put. I didn't put. Hold on. Hush. Those are just kids. I just
Just the
was
assistant manager.
right. I'm like. I'm like. I'm not putting alcohol in there. Like for some reason, I just didn't want to, because I know that the majority of them, except for my great grandmother, and my great great grandmother, the rest of them like to bend their elbow, okay? But they all like to smoke. They all like to they they bend their elbow, and I was like, I have a feeling like I'm talking years and years and years ago. I'm like, my gut was saying, don't put it on there, because if I put the alcohol on there, all hell gonna break loose.
Hmm.
Because I'm like, they like to fight, cuss, and have fun, and then hug and kiss and make up. Ain't nobody got time for that here in this dimension. Okay.
That's what I was gonna say too. If somebody was an angry drunk or like a promiscuous drunk, why we don't put no alcohol on that one?
Yeah, it was just too much. It was too much. And I was just like, no. And ever since then, like I just always went with that. I never put libations, those kind of libations on there. The coffee, the rice, the water, the cigarette is on there, the cross is on there, a couple other things, like personal items that was actually theirs. That's
Hmm.
the alcohol. I always see people saying, you pour libations. No, I don't want to pour libations for my family because those are Cubans, Puerto Ricans, and Southern Black folks. I don't want that kind of drama in my life. I'm like,
Do you put fruit on your altar? Because some people put fruit, but fruit. I'm in Vegas now, and fruit don't stay up in the West Coast like you do on the East Coast. We can leave our fruit out because the humidity,
yeah.
but here, it goes
No, I
bad.
don't. I don't. Even because here in my house, where I'm at, a lot of sun hits my house. It just the heat's just come through, and fruit and stuff like that. It just kind of goes pretty fast.
Mm.
Leave open food like that on my altar for long.
Yeah.
If I do like if I do leave like a whole bunch of cooked food and stuff like that, I'll leave it overnight kind of thing, and then I'll throw it to the earth and let the birds or whatever else consume it the next day. I don't leave it out not that long. I can't.
Yeah, I
Mm-mm.
can't do the food either. I don't know how people. I'm not. I need
Mm-mm.
more. Like I don't know. I need to be on my stuff a little bit more with that. I'm not that diligent
Mm-mm.
to be
In
eating
my
the food.
religion, as far as Santeria, they do it. I mean, it's a whole festival, but
Mm.
they'll consume the animal, the food, the festivities, all that kind of thing. So it's really not nothing left to leave over. You know what I mean? But they'll do it. They'll put, the whole works on there. But not me. I'm not. Mm-mm.
Yeah, and I
And
think it's.
it
I
tastes
like
so
what you
good.
said about letting your heart and your mind guide you too, because sometimes certain things are just for you and your people, and you're being told this, so you should
Hmm.
follow it. It's not always following something that you like, overhear or find on Google or Instagram or something.
Yeah, please don't. I took my time to actually take notes and write that shit out earlier. Um, I took notes and I was writing it all week, but everything was coming in between it for me to actually present it. So when I presented it tonight, we were already talking on the phone anyway, so whatever.
Hmm.
I'm like, let me go ahead and put it out there and that's that.
What are you gonna show us next? What's the next
I
step?
don't know. I don't know. What do you want next? You're
I'm not
welcome
in
in
the
it
in
to win
in
it.
the energy of love, but a lot of people want love, but love is dangerous to be messing with. Like,
I did a video. My husband, he made an appearance in that video. It was Brujas. We don't bind, we boogie. The love work, I think that it should be focused on you specifically, not a person. When someone comes to me and they trying to bind up somebody, they ex baby daddy or they ex lover, the baby daddy, that kind of thing. I'm just looking at them like, mm-mm.
there's a reason why that person is who they are
Yeah,
in your life, and
and they probably serve their purpose, so let them go on.
let them
That kind
go.
of thing. Let them go ahead and be. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But
I'm sorry about all the noise in the back. That's the baby.
don't
She's
worry about
trying
it.
me.
Fi got Chunk right. Chunk has he has resisted his nap all day. When I talked to you earlier, we was on the phone. And I said he's going to sleep. Shh, night night. He went to sleep for like 15 minutes. He
That's what
can't.
I said. Like, damn, Chuck, that was a quick nap,
Yes,
boy. He was like, what? He
he
must be having a growth spurt. He must be
he
growing.
is. He's getting much
Hmm.
taller. His dad is like 6'1", so
He's
he's
so
he's
cute.
in there. And as soon as I touched the doorknob, he was like,
Like, where you going, lady?
"What you doing? What you
He gonna
doing?"
be so spoiled with all them beautiful older sisters too. I feel sorry for his girlfriends when he get older.
He got an older brother too. He need to come home from the Navy and do his thing, right? And but he still got his dad too. So, but
Hmm.
Chunk, he's still up. He's still up right now. He up.
What's he doing? Laughing at you?
No, he's in the room with his sister. She came and got him.
Oh, okay. See,
I
he's
had to. I
playing
switched locations. My husband
boy.
came in. We were talking, and then I switched locations. But anyway, back to this whole thing. As far as love and binding, no, I do not recommend because a lot of times when you do the binding spells and things of that nature, that person can become obsessed.
Hmm.
You don't want that. You might be fighting and kicking for that love, and then when you get it, that person might damn near kill you. So,
We seen the craft. Remember the craft?
okay, it really is like that. Don't give me some. Come here, boo. Come.
Mm-mm.
He is hanging in here. Hi.
This little girl is jumping on the bed. Hi, It's so big. Your mama was just pregnant.
Yeah, right. This time last year, I think I was pregnant, right?
Yes, big boy. He's so cute.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Say hi, Auntie Hudson. Hi.
You not tired? You don't want to go night?
Oh my goodness.
Maybe it's best he stay up because he gonna be up all night if you put him back to sleep.
Look, he good. It's 8:26. He's gonna be sleep probably at 9 o'clock, for the night. So that's good.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, you make me want to have another one.
No, don't. I was crazy. I have a 13-year gap here, okay? No.
Wow.
It's a 13-year gap. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Yes, but I'm gonna go ahead and finish this. We've been on here long enough. Thank you, everyone joining me. Thank you for hitting my panel.
Thank you, everyone. Like the video, share it.
Like and share and subscribe. Actually, I just would like for you to like it and share. You don't have like it and subscribe. You don't have to share, really, but whatever.
Be mindful. Think twice.
I want the energy too. I want y'all to find me. You know what I mean? Find me in the trenches of the YouTube streets, okay? And you just pop on my video. But we're here. All right, y'all.
A lot of stuff.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Good night. Good night.
Bye, Chum. Say good night.
Good night. Bye. All right, y'all. Toodles. Thank you so much, you guys. Oh my gosh, this light has me looking very light-skinned. I am a cocoa brown, but this light has me looking crazy. But you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna keep it up so you can rewind and take notes and go from there, okay? All right, say bye. Say toodles. Toodles. All right, y'all. Have a good one. Have a good Saturday. Have a blessed weekend. I wish you a good and prosperous week coming up, okay? Peace.